And it could be your club length. I'd still like to see you a little bit taller to the ball. I'm going to put up the tour player in just a second. How I know that is the angle of the shaft. If I see the angle of the shaft below your belt line, you're too bent over. It puts your hands too low. And what happens when your posture gets too bent over and the handle gets too low, the shaft will come in too high. See how much higher the handle is there? And it should come in slightly higher, but not that much higher. I'll put up Tiger in the middle of this here. But path-wise to the ball, you are not over the top anymore. You're inside for sure. And so you're not flipping your hands over anymore either, so that's a good sign. Um, I see every now and then the toe past the heel. Well, that's a different type of release. And you probably, hopefully, have heard me say this before, but you can release the club two different ways. You can release the club by rotating the face like this, or you can release the club like this. For a good player that wants the club head to stay square to the target longer, they release more like this. I don't think, hopefully, ever again you'll let the club head get to the ball before the shaft. I just don't. I don't see it. You're an athlete. But if the toe is in front of the heel, it's still going to go left. I don't care how good the path is. It's still going to go left because the face is more important to ball flight than the path. But your path is so good right now, I don't want to see that change at all. And I think that's the best I've ever seen it. I think your release is better too. Now, I thought in the beginning you were too far in front of the ball. That's the reason I said I want you to feel like you're sweeping it and less trapping it. You hit this one fast. And you're a little flippy. That's different than releasing too. But there's some cuppy players. Dustin Johnson's a cuppy player, but the reason he's cuppy though is because his left hand's so strong and plug. But your left hand's pretty strong. I don't. If you flatten your left wrist too much, it's going to go left too. But you got to be careful if you flatten your left wrist. You're kind of reminding me of Louis Oosthuizen a little bit, but that's a compliment for sure. He hits it, huh? He hits it really good. I saw him in ball too. Great ball striker. So let's do the same thing we talked about at the draft night. This will be the biggest thing that I think you need to change. That, and it could be your clubs. I'm not. This is 6 on right. You're how tall? He's about 6'1.5". So this is back in 2000, but he just looks taller to me. The ball. Um, and that affects your lie angle too, right? If your hands are lower, wouldn't the toe go up? So before we bend, I don't care how good the path the face is. We see this on launch monitors every day. You look at their path and their face, and they'll put them on that, and it's perfect, and the ball goes dead left, and you wonder why. Well, if the toe's up in the air, it's going to go left. So before I bend your club, so I'm glad we watched the video first, let's work on your setup just a little bit to get the shaft a little higher. You're going to feel slightly closer and taller. But what you're going to see is his handle is just ever so slightly higher in impact, and yours is going to be much, much higher. But I bet if you'd have started in the correct spot, so his is what, an inch higher? Yours is 6 inches higher? Oops, sorry. Yeah, that's not a lot. Two or 3 inches there. All right, let's see if it's in your spine or in your knees. 50? in the hips. So I think if you moved slightly closer, it would make you more up, right? You'd have to stand up so you get closer. So let's try that first, and if that doesn't help your lie angle, then we'll go down. If it fixes it,